Alright, welcome ladies and gentlemen to Samsung Presents Online Esports Showdown by Gamer.LK. My name is Chase for today's host, and as we can see, today is gonna be the semifinals. Team Area69 by Victrix Esports versus Team Mwaha by I quite don't remember the clan for. Sorry. Anyways, අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් target bans එකක් ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා. මේකේ අපිට මේ මැච් එකේ බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් අපිට ටාගට් බෑන්ස් එකක් පෙන්වලා තියෙනවා. මොකද හැමදාම යන තැචර් sorry ජැකල් මොන්ටි එකෝ හිබා මේ කවේරා තව ක්ලෑෂ් වගේ බෑන්ස් මේ යන්නේ පොඩ්ඩක් ටාගට් කරලා පොඩ්ඩක් ට්‍රැක් කරලා වගේ තමයි. ඒ කියන්නේ ඒගොල්ලෝගේ ප්ලේ ස්ටයිල් එකට අනුව තමයි මේක කරන්නේ. මොකද මේ because it's they have somewhat played in other ESL matches too, so they have their own strats rather than playing rather than playing a normal type of a match. So අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් Thatcher වෙනස් බෑන්ස් වලට Thatcher Maestro ජැකලුත් බෑන් වෙලා තියෙනවා. ඒ Thatcher ඔය Maestro බෑන් වෙලා තියෙනවා. අපිට බලන්න මොකද මොකක් හරි ෂුවර් එකට එක ටීම් එක හොඳ Maestro player කෙනෙක් ඉන්න පුළුවන්. ඔය වැල්කිත් බෑන් වෙලා තියෙනවා. මෙල්කි මේ matches මේ ටිකේ ගොඩක් බෑන් වෙනවා වැඩි. මොකද as we can see ඔය rank matches වල දැන් පොඩ්ඩක් rather than අර එකෝ වගේ බෑන් වෙන්නේ නැතුව ගොඩක් වැල්කිය බෑන් වෙන්න වැඩි පුර chance එකක් තියෙනවා. And also let me remind you our title partner is for this event is Samsung, and our laptop partner is MSI. And where we go for the first round of the match. Okay, so normal comp, nothing fancy as we can see here. Because Thatcher is banned, obviously they would be going for Twitch in my opinion. And අපිට 6 pick එක දනු කරලා තියෙනවා කියලා බලා ගන්න. 6 අනේ මන්ද. හරි 6 pick එකේ කිසි වෙනසක් නැහැ. No, team composition එක Nomad, Twitch, IQ, Zofia, Hibana, attackers Vigiliaga, Wamai, Smoke. එතකොට අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් ගොඩක් වෙලාවට ස්මෝක් යූස් කරනවා ප්ලේයර්ස්ලා ඩිනයි කරන්න. ගොඩක් ඩිනයින් වලදී ගොඩක් යූස් වෙනවා ස්මෝක් ප්ලේයර්ස් එහෙම. ඉතින් අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් ටීම් මොහා එකෙන් පොඩ හොඳ ඩිනයින් ප්ලේයර්ස් එහෙම බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් එකේ හිටිනවා. මම කලින් I have seen team Area69 play, but today it's my first time spectating commentating team Mwaha match, so we'll see how it goes. I'm not I heard they were good. We will just have to see how well they play. And for brief history about both teams, I think this match will be interesting because most of my friends told me that both teams are up to par when it comes to their skill level, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, the first round has started and they are playing the usual defending side and always checking for spawn peaks and stuff. And අපිට ගොඩක් බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් cheeky bana play කරන්නේ unusual names ටිකක්. cheeky bana play කරන්න ගොඩක් වෙලාවට දැකලා තියෙනවා මේ ටිකේ යා ගොඩක් nomad එක focus කරලා තියෙනවා කියලා බලා ගන්න පුළුවන්. අනිත් ඒව නම් හැමදාම වගේ දැකලා තියෙනවා ටිකක් ආයතන පොඩි drone failure එකක් වෙනවා හිතුව නැති තාලට. And as you can see droning face එකෙන් බලලා තිනවා ඒත් ඒගොල්ලෝ දන්නවා මෙතන කියලා officers එහෙම defend කරන්න තමයි ඒගොල්ලෝ plan එක admin officers. මේ game එකේ drones පොඩ්ඩක් ටිකක් crucial. Whoa! And Ruxan takes the first skill. Quasi gets down, but nice skill by Ruxan. එතන පොඩ්ඩක් Quasi පොඩ්ඩක් එතන චුට්ටක් කලබල වුණා වගේ. මොකද එතන ඒගොල්ලෝ ඒක unexpected. මොකද ඒකට කියන්නේ එයා එතන kill එක ගන්න එච්චර hasty වෙන්න හොඳ නැහැ. මොකද මේ teams underestimate කරන්න හොඳ නැහැ play කරද්දී team දෙකේම skill එක හින්දා පොඩ්ඩක් ඒගොල්ලෝ aim කරන එක තියෙනවා මේ එකම level එකට ඒක aiming skill level ඔක්කොම team දෙකේම එක වගේ හින්දා පොඩ්ඩක් පරිස්සමෙන් play කරන්න ඕනේ එක තියෙනවා හින්දා ගොඩක් hastily match up play කරනවා කියන්නේ බොරු වැඩක් එතන පොඩ්ඩක් if you play carefully, you will be able to get you around. But anyways, the defenders, what they have to do is defend. They don't have to be really careful when it comes to these. When it comes to rushing, they don't have to rush because they are defending anyways. So Ruxan takes another kill. Will he be able to take the third and fourth kill? Not sure because he's going for some peaks and. I didn't know what happened. That was supposed to be killed, right? We'll see. We'll see how it goes. And as for today, I'm commentating all by myself. So if there is any, how do you say, problem, just forgive me. Any issues or anything. Okay, and Zim takes Ruxan a bit late for that particular kill because yeah, godak frags aragana ivarai enakota and Melo managed to get the third kill and Zim takes another kill. Janusius hits with double kill. Will he be able to clutch around? We'll see. Still peeking and not sure what to do, but okay. But the Prodigy finishes the round and takes the round for themselves. Defenders wins the first round. First round එකේ අපිට it's a ලොකුවටම දෙයක් පෙන්වන්න දෙයක් නිකන් ලොකුම දෙයක් ගෙන ඒගොල්ලෝ normal තාට defend කරා. Attackers they tried their best but පොඩ්ඩක් විතර පොඩ්ඩක් කලබල වුණ ගතියක් තිබ්බා. Quasiගේ initial rappel කරලා ඇතුළට ගියප එකයි. තව ඒගොල්ලෝ ඔක්කොම පොඩ්ඩක් office ඔක්කොම මේ admin office වලින් ඇතුළට ගියපු වගේ එහෙම ගතියක් තියෙනවා මට. කියන්නේ something like that because they didn't they weren't divided. All of them came by themselves. So we somewhat ඒක එහෙම පොඩ්ඩක් වුණා කියලා මට හිතෙනවා. එතනද දන්නේ කියේ. But and as for the next match we have not as expected, but again we can see no one's using 6 picks. Product unusual. We'll see how it goes and they're initially going. They're not using bandit, right? Was bandit? Yeah, bandit wasn't banned too. So I don't know. Kite king tanikara වැඩේ කරන්න මේ tanikara ඒක තනියෙන් kite with using kite only. I think they're planning on defending this side because if the kite is good enough it won't be a problem, and if they are anyways taking care of the top floor the one above the garage, I don't think there'll be a problem because as long as they have control over the floor above the garage they won't have a problem in defending that particular site. Okay, as we can see here, they are again moving on, and a bit unusually, Chikban is playing IQ, and the role of Nomad has been gone over to Salman. Why are these names so difficult to pronounce? Jesus. Anyways, කොහොමරි අපිට බලන්න පුළුවන් ආයිත් Ruxan ආයිත් එහෙම ඒකම ප්ලේ කරනවා. මොකද එයාගේ ඒක ප්ලේ එක සක්සස්ෆුල් වුණා. මොකද එයාගේ ගන්න ඕන ෆ්‍රැග්ස් ටික අරගෙන තමයි එයාගේ කිල් එක එතන ගියේ. ඉතින් මේ මෙතන දනු උයි Ruxan උයි තමයි මෙතන මොකද ඒකට roaming job එක වැටලා තියෙන දනුට Ruxanටයි. Zim advance කරනවා මෙයාව ගන්න and Zim ගන්නවා Ruxanව and තව එක්කෙනා ඉන්නේ. That was somewhat of a good kill. Head level එක aim කරලා Ruxan ගත්තා. එතන පොඩ්ඩක් කලබල වුණා මං කියලා හිතනවා. දනු පළයා ෆ්ලෝ එකට retreat වුණා and there was almost kill. Now let's try though, and තම Quasi අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන්. එයා පොඩ්ඩක් advance කරගෙන මෙදා පාර kill එකට යන්න බලමු. It will be a good kill. නැත්ත කොහොමද කියලා. Oh, shotgun kill. There was great stuff coming from the X-Claire. එතනත් පොඩ්ඩක් චුට්ටක් මෙවුනා කියලා හිතෙනවා. But ඒ refrag එක ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙනවා සල්මාන් කට එතන ෆ්ලෑෂ් බෑන් යූස් කරලා ගාන්ටේ ෆ්ලෑෂ් බෑන්ගේ පොටෙන්ෂල් එක හොන්ට පාවිච්චි කරා and ඒගොල්ලෝ ඇඩ්වාන්ස් වෙනවා දැන් පොඩ ඒගොල්ලොන්ගේ මේන් ඩිෆෙන්ඩර්ස් තව එක ඩිෆෙන්ඩර් කෙනෙක් උඩ නෑනේ ඩිෆෙන්ඩර්ස් ඔක්කොම ආයිත් ප්ලාන්ට් එකට ගිහලා තියෙන්නේ නෑනේ කෙනෙක් ඕ සල්මාන්ක විතර ඩබල් කිල් ඒගොල්ලෝ තව කිල්ල ගන්නවාද round is now 4v1 දනු පොඩ්ඩක් low HP වල ඉන්නේ කොහොමද දන්නේ මෙලෝ ගන්නවා H Rico I'm just gonna call him H because it's easy to pronounce එතන diffuse එක drop වෙනවා a bit of a mistake coming from team Victrix we'll see how it goes and will they be able to take the round පොඩ්ඩක් විතර එතන recoil වල චුටි issue එකක් ආවා shit kill
15 seconds left.
and Melo manages to get 4 kills. Wow, great stuff coming from Melo. A C4 and a pistol kill and a normal shot. Wow, that is impressive stuff coming from Melo CS. And as you can see, they also managed to get the second defending round. And as Team Victrix is they were initial they had a good round because it was 4v2. They could have gone the round, but they were a little bit hasty, and they might have thought that since it's a 4v2, it's probably easy to get this round. But outstanding stuff coming from Melo. Though the initial the recoil, how do you say that shots, the initial shots didn't land. Though it didn't land, he was able to get the kills because the later kills because Sophia he didn't have so Sophia had to reload, so she switched to the handgun that resulted in having whom it was Melo, right? Yeah, Melo having an advantage over the gunfight. It's basically it's pistol versus a shotgun-ish slug shotgun, yeah, whatever. So because of that, they were able to get the round. That was great stuff coming from Team Mwaha. As we can see here, we are moving on to the other side. I haven't seen playing this side that much because it's somewhat. I haven't commentated that much, you know, and the fact that most of the time people usually don't get 2 definitive wins in a row sometimes, and I haven't seen that much strats on this particular site. To be honest, I don't know any strats that people are playing in this site. If I was in a ranked match, what I would do is I would beat something and then I would go and I try to plant. That's what I would do. I don't know any special strats in this place. Anyways, ආයිත් අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් රක්සන් උයි X-layer උයි roam කරන්නේ මෙතන. උයි Melo roam කරා. මෙතන roamers 3 දෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා. roaming game එක ගොඩක් පදටම යනවා කියලා පේනවා. එලා උයි smoke උයි Yegai. එතකොට දනුත් roaming ද. හරියටම දැක්කේ නැහැ මෙතන. ගොඩක් මෙතන ගොඩක් holding ඒ කියන්නේ anchor point එක විදිහට ඉන්නේ project තමයි. So එයා හොන්ට player කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවනේ මොකද තනියෙන් site එකක් defend කරන්න තරම් confidence එකක් තියෙනවා කියන්නේ but Quasi is able to get the first kill in the round eliminating Melo the potential threat to the team as we saw on the earlier match, and Danu was able to get Quasi nice refrag by Danu and make it මේ matches වල දකින්න තියෙන දෙයක් තමයි අර unlike other matches ගොඩක් refrag වෙනවා වැඩි. මොකද එක kill එකක් ගත්තොත් අනිත් kill එකට ගොඩක් යන chance එක තියෙනවා. මොකද අපි කියමු එතන යා කියලා how do you say if one team is able to take another player such as but okay, now I don't know what happened there. So Raksan, in the end, Raksan was able to refrag the kill made by Chikabana, and now the situation is a 2v3. Both teams have somewhat equal rights in win this match because as we saw in the earlier round, it was a 4v2, and still the defenders were able to win the round. And also as we okay, that was quite unexpected for kill for Chikibana, because we may have not seen him coming, and a bit of a peek coming from the other team, but yeah, he was careful enough not to take the kill. Whoa, and also he manages to get the kill, but you see, whoa, what is happening? Okay, and Dano managed to get the last kill, and again 3 wins in a row. uh, what I'm not sure what's wrong with Victrix now. Maybe Team Mwaha is way stronger than we expected, or just well, Team Area69. They are a bit, how do you say? They are a bit lacking something. Maybe the team plays, maybe the execution of the certain strat. I'm not sure what's going on, or simply the fact that it's still the defenders. Like, so we have seen on some rounds, when it comes to the defense of a particular match, the defenders have somewhat of a edge over the attackers. It happens most of the time there. Like, for me personally, I like defending because we can easily win rounds, because that's what I think. And sometimes we have seen in even in
Attackers need to locate and
matches, we have
defuse
seen
bomb.
that even though the players who were successful at the initial defending level, defense, when it comes to when the sides change, they start to feel as they are lacking. We start to feel as they are lacking something, because they are not able to attack as well as they defend. That happens sometimes. So we are not sure whether it's a case like that, or simply uh, Team Mwaha is on the winning side. So as we can see here, Wama is being played a lot. Maybe because they are playing uh, players who utilize flashbangs, grenades, etc. Maybe it's because of that. Because Wamai
Attackers are
is
moving out to
he's a
locate a
really
bomb and defuse it.
it's a situation. It's not situational, but like, if you use him well, you can take an edge. You certainly have an edge over a match, because just say that it's a 4v2 or something, and 3 people are rushing from the same side, and one puts a flashbang, and suddenly it just අතර මම එකක් තිබ්බා ඒකට ගියා, it blows up. Okay.
Attackers have
Then what
located a
happens?
bomb.
එතකොට එකම අර edge එක සැරේ මේ advantage එක defenders අත යනවා. So Wamai is he's if you know what your if you know how to play Wamai, it's really like you can play him really. If you can play him really well, it'll be somewhat really advantageous to the defending team. That's what we can say. Pundak and both teams are playing somewhat carefully. Whoa, හරි ගියේ නැහැ, but nice try came from Danu. එතන තව චුට්ටක් වෙලා කලින් වගේ දැම්මම මොකද මොකද ඒකත් ඉතින් ගේම් එකේ ටයිමින් තමයි. ගේම් එකේ ගොඩක් ටයිමින් කියන එක මේ ගේම් එකේ ගොඩක්ම තියෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ මේක ටයිමින් හරියටම තිබ්බේ නැත්තම් ඒක අපිට හරියටම කියන්න බෑ මොකද වෙන්නේ කියලා. ඉතින් both teams, we are halfway, not halfway entirely, but somewhat halfway at the round, but no teams have gotten any kills yet. පොඩ්ඩක් teams දෙක පොඩ්ඩක් careful plan කරලා execute කරන් තමයි ඉන්නේ. කොහොමත් defending team එකත් පොඩ්ඩක් hastily එළියට ගිහිල්ලා කලබලේ ගහන්න යන්නේ නැහැ, but ඒගොල්ලොත් පොඩ්ඩක් ඉඳගෙන angle එකක් අල්ලන් ගහන්න තමයි plan කරන්නේ. Raksan may rounds තුනේම ඒක play කරේ, so we can safely assume that X-Layer and Prodigy as well. ඒගොල්ලොන්ගේ role එක ගොඩක්ම ගියේ ගොඩක්ම වෙලාවට ගියේ ඒ තුනම තමයි. කියන්නේ Echo, කවුද, Smoke, and Jaeger. So anyway, Salamanca is able to get Raksan, and Quasi manages to get Danu, and as we can see here, පොඩ්ඩක් advantages ගතියක් තියෙනවා Area 69 එකට. We will see how it goes, because it is known that sometimes Area 69, they are somewhat we have seen them throw matches earlier, you know what I mean? So I'm not sure whether that was the case first. And I'll be on to a flawless round. Rico gets the Prodigy. We'll see how it goes. And Melo still defending the point. Does he know that? Okay, now he knows that the diffuser's there. I think he's waiting waiting for the defender to come. We'll see whether it's a flawless round or a clutch by Melo. Okay, he wasn't able to get the round. Oh, and it's a flawless round coming from Team Area69. Nice play by Team Area69. Okay, so I was wrong. They were. I don't know. I don't know what happened to Victrix during the first 3 rounds. I don't know what they did because. And anyways, Team Mwaha. Initially at all 3 rounds they were doing really well. They were doing exceptionally well. Especially Roxanne managing to get 5 kills, uh, as in the initial 3 rounds, and as well as Melo getting that 4K. I'm not sure whether it was, yeah, I think it was a 4K. So there was great stuff coming from both players. So what went wrong? Maybe they kind of underestimated the players because of the first 3 rounds. So in Siege, that's what you shouldn't do. No matter what, you shouldn't underestimate them. I have seen in ranked matches, we, we've encountered that fact. Yeah, I'm speaking from experience. We've been in places where we scored 3-0 during defense, and when we switch to offense, as it's for attacking, when we switch to attacking, we just lose, and that's just it. The end round scores are 3v5 and they win. What did happen? We underestimated the players. So we should do that. Yeah, shouldn't think like that, because a team may be lacking, a team may be playing just for fun. We don't know whether they are being serious or not. So if you're planning on winning the match, you need to dedicate yourself into it. You shouldn't feel like this team is not playing well. Shall we try out some new strats? You should do that. As in, it is okay to try out new strats, but if you're confident enough, okay. Not saying that you shouldn't try out new strats. Okay, so as we can see, we are moving on to the 5th round. Be They are using the same team comp. Melo using Wamai, and Danu, not the previous round, the one before, is using Jaeger as expected. And he's oh, that was somewhat of a nice angle. I wanted Loki wanted him to get the kill, because then I would be able to do that. Damn, that was a nice shot. So, and here comes the gunfight. Oh, and Smoke manages to get Ash. X-Slayer kills Pause, and the initial first kill of the round. And great defense by Smoke, and nicely utilizing the use of the shotgun. And one thing you should know is never challenge Smoke's shotgun. That's one of the, like, if you're either dead or really lucky if you manages to challenge Smoke shotgun at that range, that close, and then actually win a gunfight. Or the smoke plays bad. Somewhat of, like, from those options you have to pick what you like. Anyways, moving on. They are planning on come from the same attack inside. 3 players here. 3 or 4, yeah, 3 players coming on from the admin office, and the Zim coming from the west front yard. And it's a bit of and also Roxanne manages to get Nomad, initial troublemaker of any round, because in the post match, as in the post plant, during the post plant, nomads like those nomad little ish things, I don't know what they're called, they can be really annoying, because you're planning on making a move, you're just slowly or you're using your alt and slowly advancing, and suddenly a nomad just goes off and you just gets thrown away for, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 yards. It's annoying. So taking out nomad early, it's somewhat of a good thing. And Melo manages to take Chigibana, as well as Echo manages to get Danu, the initial flanker. But as you can see here, Danu has already done the, how do you say, he he did his part because what he normally he isn't supposed to get the kill. You know what he needs to do is he needs to waste time because normally the players would spend their time trying to how do you say uh, find out, kill the initial roamer and take him out. So if he was able to survive for I don't know half of the round and uh, anyways try to get a kill or two at least, it's really good. That's the role of a roamer. If he does all of those stuff, that's awesome. As in get two or three frags as well as the roaming part and actually manages to survive. That's awesome. But initially, if he actually manages to eat off the time of the attacking
Attackers
round,
need to locate and defuse bomb.
I think he has done his part. So moving on, we can see the same team. They're somewhat using the same team players, as in same operators all the time. I'm not sure why, or because this particular map
Attackers have located the
uh,
bomb.
in this particular map, I don't know whether these operators are really strong or is it something else. As in, these players are good at playing these operators because we
10
cannot
seconds
see
remaining.
any problem. And oh, as we can see,
5
a
seconds
bit of
remaining.
a bit of a awesome kite placement by Mellow. Even I used to do that. uh, Taken from Pro League, I think. So so if you guys didn't know, I think it's really hard to find it out, especially when you don't have Thatcher. So I don't think it'll be easy for them to do the hard breaching part, for the attackers to do the hard breaching. H is in a slightly troublesome situation. Okay, not much to talk about. The initial teams advancing. They are somewhat they're using the same way to advance because as we can see, most of them are advancing from the console office, and Quasi manages to get Roxanne. And I'm sorry, I'm not really good at this shout costume part. And okay, as we can see here, there's hatches broken by whom? Was it? Yeah, it's Zim. He's potentially trying to get the other. Yeah, he managed to get the other Roma as well. And then now they're advancing to the plant site, hoping that no other, how do you say, no other Roma is not present. And Quasi, even though he managed to get the kill, it was a bit of a trade-off because now he's at 2 or 5 HP, and we'll see how it goes. And
Bomb located by
අපිට
attackers.
බලාගන්න පුළුවන් දැන් මෙන් ඩු yellow stairs පැත්තෙන් පොඩ්ඩක් push කරන්න හදන්නේ. හැබැයි හොඳ ඇංගල් එකක් තියන් ඉන්නවා ප්‍රදීප්. ඒකෝ හොඳ ඇංගල් එකක් තියන් ඉන්නවා. IQ use කරපු හින්දා ඒක වැඩේ කරගන්න පුළුවන් වුණා. හැබැයි මෙතන ඩිෆෙන්ඩර් කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා කියලා එයා දන්නවද? මෙන්න ඩිෆෙන්ඩර් he's X-Layer defend කරගෙන ඉන්න එතන. And දන්නේ ඒගොල්ලෝ දන්නවා කියලා මෙතන. එයා දන්නවද නැද්ද? යන්න බෑ කොහොමද මේක තත්ත්වය යන්නේ කියලා. කොහමරි anyways චිකබාන බය නැතුව පල්ලෙහා බ්‍රිජ් කරලා vertical gameplay එකක් දෙනවා. මට තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ කියලා.
Attackers drop the diffuser.
Oh, a nice shotgun play by X-Layer, and the tide has changed in the match. Okay, now it's 2v2. Now the three things are interesting, and the diffuse is dropped by the team Victrix. Initially, they have the advantage over there. Now it's a 1v2. Little bit of yeah, and defenders actually managing to get the round off. So I think the problem, what went wrong was they drop the diffuser. That's about it. Because normally you shouldn't be with the diffuser if there's a certain amount, that level of threat, you know. Because dropping the diffuser, as in your diffuser has to be secure at all costs. Because if it goes to the attackers, if the attackers actually manages to kill the one carrying the diffuser and defending, kill the person who's actually carrying the diffuser, they don't have to, you know, waste that much time trying to defend the site, because they can't get the plant if they can't plant the diffuser if they don't have it, right? So what they have to do is they have to anyways they have to come get the diffuser. So that that initial momentum shifts when the
Attackers need to
when the
locate and defuse as many bombs as they
diffuser,
can.
when the lunchbox is lost. So nice stuff coming out from the X layer. And who was the other shot? Yeah. Anyways, nice stuff coming out from X layer. Shotgun. He really utilized that shotgun. He used that shotgun really well. As we can see that he was using that to keep a certain distance from as in they were I don't know whether it was situational or not because but at every engagement Xlayer
5
seemed to
seconds
be
to
really
insertion.
close to the attackers, so he could just secure that kill without any problem whatsoever.
Attackers are moving out to
So we
locate
don't
a
know
bomb
about
and
that.
defuse
Okay,
it.
and as we can see we are going on to the roles have changed now, and we can see Area69 is the defending team right now, and Team Mwaha is attacking. You might see some initial interesting plays by Team Mwaha, and Team Mwaha is only three, right? Yeah, only only 2 rounds away from securing this particular match. So will they be able to do it? So ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you. Special thanks to our title partner Samsung as well as our laptop partner MSI for helping out this match. And as we can, will I literally have no idea on what they're doing right now, so I'm just trying to analyze what they're doing. Okay, and Quaz manages to get both players. Was that it? Yeah. Okay, that was what happened there. Okay, so they somewhat had an advantage, but because I think X-Layer was already looking at that particular angle, so and Jaeger was moving, so sorry, not Jaeger, Vigil was moving, so they he somewhat had an advantage because if he held an angle, he could have gotten that kill. I don't know what happened there, and Shigibana with the cheeky angle. I don't know whether uh, Mellow, right? Mellow or Dano. No, yeah, Mellow knows what's going on that particular angle, and the attackers are now advancing to the site, and now they are really close together, but they don't know where they're at, something like that. Oh, but Chikimana misses the kill. It's a bit of a mistake coming from Team 6, Area 69, and we'll see. It's it's still a 5v2 situation. Both teams are capable on winning this round, and so sorry, 5v3 situation, and both teams are capable. They have equal. How did? Whoa! What happened there? Okay, now it's a 5v2. Maybe they heard me saying it's a 5v2, and
Attackers bomb
because of
diffuser
that
has been dropped.
they just felt like they felt sorry for me, so they took the team kill. I don't know what happened there. anyways, so there was a little bit of a mistake coming out from Team Moha because uh, we have seen team kills before, but but not like that. Okay, so it happens. It happens. Or I don't know. I don't know whether they were trolling at that point, a little bit, trying to gain a little bit of humor during this professional match. I don't know what happened, but we can see Xlayer is uh, we can see that they are both teams. They are fixed on one particular operator for both sides, as in we can see Xlayer using Buck and Dano using Nomad and stuff like
Attackers
that,
need
and
to locate and defuse as
also
many bombs as they
Salamanca
can.
switched to Flash. Wow. I'm not sure what they're planning to do at this point. Is it Buck? Yeah, I think okay. A little bit of problem. He's bugged actually. Yeah, he's the spectating cam is bugged. Okay, so moving on. I think they might be trying. They might go for same type of defensive strat during this round as well.
10 seconds
I'm
to
not
go.
sure what went wrong there because I think the main defense side was
5
the
seconds left.
garage,
Insertion.
but they held the top. The
Attackers objective is to locate a
normally
bomb and
this
defuse it.
so the front office, the admin officers and stuff, they held, they defended that part, and uh, whom Chikibana was in the yellow stairs, so it was a bit unusual. And also even Xlayer, Prodigy, or even Buck, all of those players. Oh wow, I did not expect that. Even though Miller droned, right? He droned, but was he? I don't know what happened there. Oh, yeah, it's Vigil. Okay, and as we can see here, Pawsey managing to get nice frags as Vigil, and they now know that Clash is there. We'll see how it goes. Clash can be a bit of an annoying operator, really annoying at some point, because if you are in a 1v1 situation, you just give up, as it's really hard to play against someone like that. And we'll see how it goes. Roxanne trying to take out Clash by throwing out some couple of flashes, and sure while withdrawn, and they're droned, and they now know that Chikibana is trying to take the kill, trying to be behind Clash, and Danu manages to get the refrag from Quasi, even though it's a little bit late to get the refrag, and Danu uh, managing to advance from the spiral stairs area, and whoa, a nice angle by Sim. Not that nice, but yeah, it's okay. And okay, also the Prodigy
Attackers
getting
located a bomb.
okay, now they are in a bit of a advanced situation. Will they be able to get the plant? Because okay, now they are going on for the plant, I think. We'll see how it goes. And Xlan, they're on to the plant. We'll see how it goes.
Attackers bomb
And
has been
he
dropped.
couldn't plant. Okay, that was a bit unexpected. And also, where will they come from? Okay, it's still now the problematic part is Clash is still there, and they don't have the diffuser. Oh, that was a bit unexpected. Kill come from Zim, and now it's just 1v2 against him. Okay, this is the sad part. Being in a 1v1, being in Nomad's position.
15
Now it's
seconds
just
remaining.
sad,
A bomb has been located.
like it's really hard. It's really hard to fight off against Clash, and when there's another player, it's almost impossible. It's doable, but it's almost impossible, because I think Nomad has used all of his Nomad charges, so he didn't have much of a choice there. So great stuff coming out from Area69, and a bit of a how to say, a bit of a weird play coming out using Clash and Onyx, like somewhat surprising Team Mwaha. And they are going on again. They are using the same uh, during this pick phase. I don't know what to say. Okay, fine. Finally, we can see a little bit of a change. Echa going on to Wamai, and Melo using IQ. Maybe because IQ anyways, if you don't have IQ, they usually go for
Attackers need to locate
okay
and
now,
defuse bomb.
because okay, now they go for a rehost. Okay, let me just check real quick.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back soon with a rehost. Okay, give me a second. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Samsung Presents Online Esports Showdown by GLK Rainbow Six Siege uh, semifinals. Yeah, semifinals. And we had to rehost because the initial player Quasi had an issue, and now we are back, and the score is 3-5. And so you can see මේකෙන් පස්සේ පොඩි වෙනසක් ගිහිල්ලා වගේ චුට්ටක් විතර ටීම් කොම්ප් එක වෙනස් වෙලා තියෙනවා. කොහොමද දන්නේ X layer sledge පාවිච්චි කරනවා. ඒක කලින් දැක්කේ නැති ප්ලේ එක. මොකද කලින් X layer use කරලා තිබ්බේ buck, and අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් අනිත් ඒවත් පොඩ්ඩක් අර ටීම් එක තිබ්බ තාලෙම චුට්ටක් විතර පොඩි minor tweaks වගේ කරලා තියෙන එක බලන්න පුළුවන්. And as we can see here ඒකලෝ දැන් යන්නේ lobby කරන්න. මෙතන ගොඩක් ලොකුම ප්‍රශ්න තමයි මේකේ මේකේ හැක් මේ සයිට් එකට ඇක්සස් තියෙන වටෙන්. ඉතින් මේ සයිට් එක මේ සයිට් එක ඩිෆෙන්ඩ් කරනවට වඩා ගොඩක් කට්ටිය කරන්නේ එතන රෝමින් රෝල් එක අරගෙන එතන වටේ තියෙන එන්ට්‍රි පොයින්ට්ස් ටික ඩිෆෙන්ඩ් කරන පැත්තකට තමයි ගොඩක් ඒ වගේ එකක් තමයි යන්නේ. එක්කෙනෙක් දෙන්නෙක් ඉනිෂියල් ඩිෆෙන්ස් එකට දාලා. ඒක තමයි ගොඩක්ම සාමාන්‍යයෙන් ඒක තමයි එතන වෙන්නේ. But we might see something different since I don't know, they create their own strats and they have their own strats sometimes, or modified strats, I don't know. So අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් kite ඒ hatches දෙක අරගෙන තියෙනවා. පොඩ්ඩක් vertical play එක චුට්ටක් අඩු කරන්න. බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් Asia as choose smoke, right? Yeah, smoke and smoke Jaeger, both all three, right? Yeah, smoke Jaeger and Quasi are doing the roaming roaming role in the top 2F, and we'll see how it goes. And Roxa now peeks trying to get someone on his crosshairs, and both teams are like I said, both teams have somewhat of an equal advantage in win this match. I still can't say anything about it because එතන මොකක්ද එතන drone එක දුන්නේ. එතන drone එක Quasi එතන ඉන්නවා කියලා දන්නවද ඕනේ හරියට කරා. drone එක පාවිච්චි කරද්ද. So they know that Vigil is there. He's in a bit of a problematic situation. මොකක් වේද කියලා හරියට කියන්න බෑ. Zufia angle තියා ඉන්නවා, මෙලෝ angle තියාගෙන ඉන්නවා. එතන doorway එකේ මොකද Quasi යනවනම් පල්ලෙහාට යන එක එච්චර හොඳ මේකක් නෙමෙයි. කොහොමත් peak වුණා කියන්නේ එතන kill එකක් එනවා. So අවෙන්න තැනකින් කවුරු හරි push කරන්න තමයි plan එක. And Danu manages to get cheeky bana, and Quasi retreats to the garage side, and we can see that Echo is carefully planting his drones in order to get some intel. And then අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් Danu ඔක්කොම ප්ලේස් දනු විතර නෙමෙයි, Danu මෙලෝ ඔක්කොම ප්ලේස් දැන් top floor එකේ control එක අරගෙන තියෙන්නේ. දැන් ඒගොල්ලන්ට තියෙන්නේ මේක ගන්න විතරයි. ඒගොල්ලන්ට plant දැන් top floor එකේ ගොඩක් කලකට control එක තියනවා කියන්නේ game එක දිනන්න chance එක වැඩි. මොකද top floor එක තමයි එතන ගොඩක් control එක ගත්තාම එතන plant එකට යන්නයි උඩ ඉඳලා vertical kills ටිකක් ගන්න. ඒක හරි ඒකේ access එක වැඩි. දැන් next layer සලමන්කව ගන්න වෙනවා. පොඩ්ඩක් විතර එතන delay එකක් ආවා, but ඒක take out කරන්න පුළුවන් වෙනවා මෙලෝට. And Zim actually manages to get one kill, and Zim is being Echo. He's in a somewhat of a,
Attackers are activating the diffuser.
how do you say, a weird, I don't know, strange position to be at for an Echo. Okay, and and attackers managed to get the win for this round. Anyways, I haven't seen many people actually managing to take a win on this map, as in this side, this defensive side, because ඒක හැමෝටම ගේ defenders ලට තමාරුයි ඩිෆෙන්ඩ් කරන්න and අනික ඩිෆෙන්ඩර්ස්ලා එක දිගට රවුන්ඩ්ස් දෙකක් දිනලා තියෙන්න ඕනේ මේ ඩිෆෙන්ස් පොයින්ට් එකට එන්න. ඒ වගේ සිටුේෂන්ස් තියෙනවා. ඒ හින්දා මේ එක ඒ පොයින්ට් එකක් ඩිෆෙන්ස් කර එතන ඩිෆෙන්ස් එක සක්සස්ෆුල් කියන්නේ that team must be really good to play, as in their coordination, everything that they do, that it should all of it should go well. So even a small problem can even a small issue, even a small delay can cause a lot of problems. And as
Attackers
we can
need to
see here,
locate and defuse
uh,
bombs.
again they're planning on playing the same operator list. Don't know
Bomb located
why.
by attackers.
And Zim H yeah, a bit of yes. So if most of you guys know about this, they are doing this to check for if anyone's coming from that corridor, they
10
will
seconds
get
remaining.
noted from the garage itself. They have because they have the defenders have angles because of that initial destruction, and
Attackers' objective is to defuse the bomb.
not much to talk about this. And you can see Quaz is again doing the roaming role, and as well as Shikibana, while Salmanka, Echurigo and Zim are defending the place. Okay, a five, yeah. Okay, they've already on the aggressive part. Attackers is being a little bit aggressive and trying to take out the defenders as soon as possible, while the other players actually trying to get to the plant. And we'll see how it goes. That was almost a nice nade given from what was it from? I think that was from the yeah, it was from Xlayer, and managing to get the kill. A nice nade by Xlayer. Oh, did he? That was a bit of how do you say? It's somewhat of a weird miss, because he would have pre-fired it, but he didn't. Not sure what happened there. And Xlayer again, Danu again managing to get Quasi, and now the two roamers in the match are gone. Are we seeing potentially seeing the end of the match? We'll see how it goes, and it's a 3v5 situation. They have already managed to get to the one. If they have already captured all the floors except the garage. Now the attackers have the advantage here because they have the floor advantage as well as the the player advantage. But Samaka managed to get a C4 kill, but that was quite an impressive job from Samaka, since he was running too, so he must have anticipated it well. And we can see both teams are using their utilities really well, such as oh, nice headshot coming from Salmanka. As we can see, the team level has gone. And Melo actually managed to get Echurico, and they're advancing right now, and now it's almost 20 seconds. Now Prodigy is going for the diffuser. Oh, and he actually manages to get and the Prodigy gets Roxanne gets him, and that's the end of the match. Ladies and gentlemen, the score is 73, and great stuff coming from both teams, but it was a bit of Team Mwaha did very well. They were really good playing that entire round. So we'll see how the second round goes. Great stuff coming from both teams, and we will be back in 5 minutes for the match 2 of Victrix Esports Team Area69 versus Team Mwaha. We'll be back soon. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Samsung Presents Online Esports Showdown by GLK. For this event, our title partner is Samsung, and our laptop partner is MSI. So thanks so much for sponsoring us. And as we can see here, we are moving on to the second match with Team Area69 by Victrix Esports and Team Mwaha from Maximum Esports. Okay, so in the first match was won by the first match was taken by Team Mwaha with a score of 7-3, if I'm right, and it was a bit interesting because we didn't expect team Mwaha to play that well because we haven't seen them play before in how do you say in streams and in other professional matches. I mean, me personally, I haven't seen. You guys must have seen. And we can see a bit of some unusual plays coming from both unusual bans come from both teams. Nomad Thatcher, as was earlier, and Vigil also, as well as how to say. mm, uh, Vigil was, I think Vigil was banned by attackers because Quasi was a little bit of exceptional during the initial defense. So he managed to take quite impressive frags playing as Vigil. So maybe it's because of that they planned on playing banning a Vigil, and Maestro anyways is a bad character to not ban. 'Cause living on Maestro would be I don't know. Both teams might agree on this, but
Defenders, protect your bombs from being
or not,
defused by
not
attackers.
sure. But Maestro it's a really how to say, it's like Jackal basically. During the previous patches, it's like Jackal. Okay, so moving on, their first defensive side, the defenders' first defensive side will be the church area, and we can see some interesting players coming from team 6-9. I'm not sure, will they be able to win this match? If they don't win this match,
10 seconds remaining.
they will lose and they will be eliminated from the
5
semifinals.
seconds
So
remaining.
uh,
Attackers must
we
locate
will
and
see how
defuse
it
a
goes.
bomb.
Okay, we're back. Sorry for the technical issues, and we can see now we're halfway through the match, but no team is no, the attackers aren't yet advancing on the defenders yet, but we can see they are a bit careful when it comes to the frags and careful planning on taking the kill. And X-Ray managing to get Chikibana and Posey managing to get the refrag, but another player. We'll see how it goes. Oh, wow, that was an unusual shot by Zim. A very nice calculated shot by Zim. And as we can see, it's 3v3. Mello managed to able to take Posey, and it's tie. That initial gunfights, those initial gunfights, they went so fast. Even I couldn't keep up with that. So now the attackers have managed to get capture the gym bedroom area, because yeah, and I think they're managing to. I think they're trying on to advance further and to try to take the whole top floor, so they can safely advance without having to look back over their shoulders, for some Roma for the trying to kill them. So maybe it's that. And Prodigy carefully managing to take the hatch and possibly trying to disrupt their plans. And you can see Zim has gone over to a bit of an unusual spot. We'll see how it goes. Oh, a drone was there. Yeah, now they know where they're at. Now it's a bit interesting, because they actually managed to
15 seconds left.
get the first round, but now they are a little bit
10
lacking.
seconds left.
Both teams are playing really carefully,
Bomb
so
located by attackers.
they
5
might
seconds left.
be okay. Going
Attackers
for a last
protect your
minute
bombs
plan,
from being
but
defused.
defenders managing to take the
Operators, you are
first
out of
round
time.
as a result of attackers not having enough time for them to attack and go on the offensive. So anyways, they try to get a last minute plant, but that didn't work because it's what you need to do is you just need to sacrifice yourself and then try to get the planter. If you do that during an overtime, that's about it. So it's always when that kind of thing happens, you just go and try to get the planter no matter what, because killing the one who's planting would result in a win for the defending team. So that's what they did, and they managed to succeed. Anyways, we can see H going to he's going on moving on to play Castle instead of Wamai, and same team comp by no, not same per se, but we can see some similarities, such as Xlayer playing Buck repeatedly, as well as Melo and the Prodigy. Those three players, I think they are fixed on that particular characters because they know that role so well. So
Defenders,
they're planning
protect
on
your bomb
perfecting it
containers
within
by
in
attackers.
each round. So they know they will, and I think the 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 wild card in this match in Team Mwaha, the wild card is Danu, because he and Roxanne possibly, because Danu he has the ability to switch on to a type of attacker that they would expect, and then move on to unexpecting move or an unexpected play. Because as we can see, we've seen
10 seconds left.
over the match history, we have seen that
5
Danu
seconds
has
to
played
insertion.
comparative to other players. Danu has played, I think,
Locate a bomb and
he has
defuse
played
it.
more operators than others. So yeah, and also I think H is also going on for a bit of a initial castle play, and Shikibana is playing Jaeger as usual, and the defenders now, attackers now holding out an interesting angle by Raksan to get some potential roamers going on. So their game plan, to me, it seems like the plan is to capture floors one by one, capture sites one by one, and moving on to the final site, because then they would have no problem taking out any operators midway. So I think that's the initial plan. So we'll see how it goes. Now we can see
Charge prime.
Roxanne already halfway through the capturing process, but and they have already set the claymores and claymores to the stairwell in order to take out any yeah, trying to go for a pre-fire, but defenders were careful enough not to peek there. So so you can see it's still during its even though it's the round is like at 1:30. We can see no one has taken any
Located a
frags.
bomb.
So it's still a bit of a passive play. Oh, it was interesting play. Trying to go to the head, and they Echurico manages to get out of that dangerous position which he was at, to get. But he's actually really how to say, he's he's almost he's almost late, and Shigibana manages to get two frags. Oh, and moving on and trying to get the third frag. Oh, and getting a third kill, and Team Moha has dropped the diffuser. A bit of a oh, and a quad kill. Will we be able to see an ace coming from this round? And 40 seconds remaining, and Xlayer trying to go for a clutch, I'm assuming, and watching out for any potential threats which is coming at him. And Xlayer playing a little bit, how to say, he's playing a little bit carefully, because they might be going on, they might be at different sides, because now he don't have anyone to watch his back, so he's
15
trying to
seconds
keep
remaining.
his position in a silent manner. Oh,
10
is
seconds
he
left.
not trying? Yeah, he's somewhat denying
5
the
seconds
ace
left.
for Chikabana. So but
Operators, you have run out of time.
defenders actually manages to get the round, and Great stuff coming from great stuff coming from team Victrix, and we can see was always it was almost there, because they were doing so well. The attacking team was doing so well until until that uh, Chikibana's flank came into that level. So Chikibana's flank resulted into frags that first round, and then managed to get the third kill. So and also resulted in the last fourth kill. And at that point,
Defenders,
Xlay
protect your
wasn't on
bombs
the
from
spot,
being
because
defused by
Xlay
attackers.
was, I think he was trying to go for a vertical play or something else. He was in some other side, so it was already too late to play that particular, that side. So, anyways, it was a little bit hard for Xlay to clutch that round. And so, as we can see here, we can see that yeah, even they're
10 seconds to
using
go.
the the destruct the
5
the
seconds
wall
left.
destruction. They're utilizing it properly, because they're using those kill holes and
Attackers'
others
objective is
made
to
by
locate a bomb and defuse it.
Kaid, because Kaid's shotgun is able to both take. It has great potential. Kaid's shotgun has the ability to make like kill holes, as well as take out some threats. And moving on, Roxanne and Extra, the attackers are now planning on moving on to the attack. Yeah, planning on moving on to the attack, the top floor, because as I said, the way Team Mwaha plays is they go for the captures, as in they try to go for they try to capture points one by one, and to eliminate the threat of a roamer, because a roamer can be dangerous. So I think that's a great strategy coming from Team Moha, since that will eliminate most of the flanks. Okay, so but if you're not careful enough, you might actually
Bomb
oh,
diffuser.
that was somewhat of a uh, yeah,
Attackers recovered
I
the
knew
bomb
that he
diffuser.
was he was peeking it from that place repeatedly, and Roxanne managed to get a double kill. It made it Zim and Chikibana, and we'll see. Now the tide of the match has suddenly gone over to the other side, and well, yeah, Danu managed to get Quasi. And and now the tide of the match has changed. Now it's suddenly it's 4v, it's
Attackers have
4v2. They are
located a bomb.
now they're advancing suddenly, and yeah, Roxanne managed to get
Attackers' bomb
Echer, and
diffuser has
Salman
been
Khan
dropped.
desperately trying to go for the last kill, and Salman Khan somewhat trying
Attackers
to.
have
Oh, and
Attackers
another
dropped the
kill by
diffuser.
Salman Khan. Will he be able to clutch round? But they actually managed to get the diffuser, and it's a 2v1 situation for both. It's a 1v2 situation for team Area69.
Attackers
Will they be able to
activated
clutch
the
round?
diffuser.
And but the X-Ray manages to secure the round for Team Mwaha. Uh, that round was really good, because Doc managed to get a kill, a bit of a weird kill from the tunnels area, and but at the same time, the attackers managed to kill. The Roxanne managed to get a double kill, eliminating Rizim and Shikibana. So that was great refragging, because they didn't let the fact that that termite was the f- the fact that termite was eliminated. They were not how to say, conflicted by the fact. What they did was they didn't thought of it, but they kept pushing, and Roxanne managed to get 2 kills, and then followed up by uh, Danu's kill, I think. Not sure. So yeah, the round was pretty well.
Defenders,
They
protect your
executed
bombs
very
from being
well.
defused by attackers.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes, and moving on back to the church area by Team Area 69. We saw that play was really, yeah, the now both teams, rather than staying advancing so quickly, both of the teams are both of the teams are playing, taking things a little bit slowly, because for Team Area69, if they lose this round, they will be eliminated,
10
and
seconds
Team
left.
Mwaha, if they win this round, like obviously
5
they would need
seconds
to
to
win this
insertion.
round, because the faster they try to win, the better, because if they
Attackers'
move
objective
on
is to
to
locate a bomb and defuse it.
another match, and both teams will be exhausted, then obviously both teams will have a disadvantage, but always ending a match early, there's that, right? Both teams would want to do that. So as expected, Team Moha is also planning this carefully to end this match quickly, because giving that particular match giving the win to Team Area 69 would generate a little bit of morale in Team Area 69, so they might try to go for the second win as well. So they are trying to keep their pace as they have kept during the previous round. So as we can see here, they have already advanced from the main side, and they're already pushing the, how do you say, they're already pushing the top floor, and Z managed to get managed to get Raksan, and we can see all. Whoa, so he's using the drone to, how do you say? He's using drone to take out that potential wall banks. That's how it is, and a bit of not failed, but it wasn't successful. That particular C4 wasn't successful. So, and oh, okay, and Zim gets a double kill, and whoa. That was a nice one tap coming from Melo, and we can see Zim is Zim is good at creating those holes and wall baggings and stuff. He's using this initial bit of unusual stuff to come up with this play. So, and it's a 2v4 for Team Moha, but both they they have the ability to win this round still, because if they actually manages to get Zim and potentially eliminating the threat of the roamers, they will be able to get the plant. But it's hard. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard, but you have to be careful. If they play as well as they did during previous rounds, it's not that hard for them to play. And
Attackers
Prodigy
located a
getting
bomb.
okay,
Attackers dropped
and
the diffuser.
the defenders again takes the win and that particular round. So we can see, okay, we can see that Dano is asking for a rehost, and in we will be back in a few minutes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Samsung presents Online Esports Showdown by Gamer.LK, and coming back from the previous rehosted match. We have seen that the score is now 3-1. Team Area69 is playing well during this round, and we can see that Team Mwaha is a bit lagging behind, but they might take later on they might take the lead based on the rounds that are played that are played when they are defending. They might be able to do that. So we're moving on, and we can see that H is going on for a bulky play, as well as Danu is going on for an unusual.
Defenders,
Like I
protect
said,
your
Danu
bombs from being
is
defused by
like the
attackers.
wild card for them. So we can see that Danu is using different operators to change their strategy each time. And while doing that, Raksan, X-Layer, Prodigy, and Melo, they are using the same operators to keep their role going. And Danu changes Danu is changing his operator to suit to tweak the play a little bit.
10
So
seconds
that's what
remaining.
we can see there, as well as, and we can see also we can see H going on
5
for a
seconds to insertion.
Valky play to place some initial
Attackers are
nice
moving
well
out to locate
camps.
a bomb and defuse it.
And now the round has started, and we'll see how it goes. There was almost a good kill coming from X-Layer, and nice recoil control coming out from playing Buck, because as you can see, playing when you're playing Buck, like if you can control recoil up to that point, you're really good. You have mastered the art of siege. So like that's really good stuff coming from X-Layer. And as we can see, Quasi also going on for a bit of yeah, some sort of a flank. They are planning on moving on, planning to get some. They're somewhat. It looks as if they're centered around this position, because they seem to be, you know,
A bomb has been
focused
located.
towards that initial rounds, and we'll see how it goes. And Dano using his tracks, right? I can't remember the exact word. Dano using his tracks to cover up their tracks. So because you would need a claymore. I know that claymore guarantees you a kill, but having tracks also helps you in covering your tracks, because you know when the defender is flanking, because that's it's a really useful thing. That is that they have utilized it that really well. So still both teams haven't gone to killing Sedge yet, and you can see X-Layer trying to get the trying to get the bandit charges in order for them to breach that area. And team I'm not and they have breached that. And Ichiriko managed to get X-Layer during this, and Melo managed to get Chikibana. Nice refrag from Team Mwaha. And as we can see, the luck is still somewhat. Oh, Salamanca tries to get. Okay, and
Attackers
it
are
was a bit
activating
of
the bomb
a
diffuser.
overuse from team. Oh, it was a bit of a. I don't know what happened there, and it seems like the attackers will win this round as expected. Yeah, the attackers take the round. So initially, the defenders had the advantage, because most of the time was gone, but they were careful enough to go for, how do you say, go for hard bridge. and then go for the plant real quick without using any smokes, because a smoke would indicate that they would go for a plant. So they didn't use smokes, but instead they just went for the plant. So great stuff coming out from Team Mwaha, and we can see they are somewhat using, yeah, and we can see H has again switched to castle, and as expected, Zim is playing Kaid and all strange. Now previously, now we can see that they are somewhat using the same operators, but the players who are using those operators have changed, because Zim used to play Mozzie, and we earlier also during the earlier match also we saw this kind of thing, because we saw that uh,
Attackers need to
whom
locate and defuse bombs.
what Quasi initially playing uh, Vigil, and then switching on to another player, and as well as Salamanca switching on to Nomad while before, but Chikibano was playing a Nomad initially. So we can see that they're using the same operators, but sometimes they want to use those operators, but they want them to change as well. So what they do is they mix those operators, but at the end of the day, at the end of the particular picking phase, what happens is they
10
have choose the
seconds to insertion.
same operators. So now they're
5
back
seconds
to
to go.
the defense side. So this will be the last defending round for
Attackers' objective is to locate a
Team Area
bomb and
69
defuse it.
for this match. And again, we can see that Quasi is using like he's supposed to the uh, Mozzie is a bit of a roaming character, but he's using it to be in a fixed position. Maybe he has another thing in his mind. And as expected, Buck is using Buck is planning on using the Buck, and all the other players they are somewhat using those Buck, especially Buck, and other players along with him they are using vertical destruction to create new angles and potentially trying to win the round. So
A
because
bomb has been
destruction is it's real. Okay, so I think he might be going for a frag there. That's why the defenders started to move out all the way. That might have been the reason. And again, we can see that Dano is covering up here their flank by putting on a few tracks and going towards another plant maybe. And this in as to earlier rounds, we can see that until halfway through the intensity of the round won't count.
bomb located by
Night,
attackers.
so that would be the case, because during the last minute or so, things start to get heated up. And nice kill coming out from Zofia, taking out Salamanca, and X-Layer manages to get Echurico, and we can see with the damage itself, they are planning on getting. Oh, and nice kill by X-Layer, and they are moving on to the plant. Quasi is the only one who's remaining, and we can see they have won the. Oh, what happened there? And okay, they didn't. They got the kill. Okay, so into the plant, they moved in for the kill, and great stuff coming out from Team Mwaha. And the roles have now changed. Team Mwaha will be defending this round, and we'll see how it goes. Throughout the match, both teams have performed really well, because the score is even now. It's 3-3. We might, and because both teams know that this match is really important to them, because it's the second match, potentially the eliminating match for the for Team Area 69, and you get to win, end the round quickly if you win this round. So for that's the case for Team Mwaha. So we'll see how it goes. Mm, yeah. You can see that Mwaha is playing a bit of an unusual character, which is Doc. I haven't seen him play Doc
Attackers need to
that much,
locate and
and
defuse bombs.
Roxanne and Roxanne as well as X-Slayer, they are using these. They use wait, they use the same operators that they used during previous matches too. I think Roxanne might be uh, great at playing Jaeger, so he's fixed to that Jaeger's role, and instead, so they are going on towards playing both
10
mute
seconds remaining.
and yeah, they are playing both mute and bandit
5
to
seconds to
deny
go.
any hard breaching. Yeah, to deny any hard breaching whatsoever, because
Locate and defuse the
uh,
bomb.
altogether they have around four. Yeah, they have four denial gadgets. So that is a bit of hard work for Ran IQ if they had one. So because they don't have one, it's gonna be really hard for them to take breach any place, because right now there is no current IQ playing. We saw IQ players during the last match, but in this round, in this particular round, they are not playing IQ. So that might be a bit of a yeah, uh, a setback to the Team Area 69. So you can see that Zim is planning on the offensive and holding, actually holding quite an
Bomb has been
unusual
located.
angle. Okay, oh, didn't take the drone because it would reveal his position. You can see,
Bomb located by attackers.
okay, wrong. As we can see, he's planning on getting the angle, but he's having the wrong angle. Both teams are having somewhat of a wrong angle. But if he were to go forward, he would get, X-Ray would get the kill. It's a bit of an interesting thing to see. Who would win? Who would move first? So it's whoa, that was unexpected by that was an unexpected play by Zim, using both Zofia charges to surprise him potentially, and the score is the operator level is still it's a still of it's a 4v5 for Team Mwaha. It's doable for both teams, and even though the attacking team sent the flashes, they didn't manage to get anyone blind. So, and Quasi coming up with a double kill, and oh, and Zim with the Quasi with a triple kill, and Zim is injured as well as
Attackers bomb diffuser has been
but
found.
Slayer manages to get all 2 kills, but attackers manages to get the round. It was going really well for both teams, and suddenly there was plot twist, somewhat of a plot twist to to Team Area 69, and then again Team Area 69 manages to get the win. It was quite unexpected, because we we saw Quasi suddenly getting 2 kills, and then gets injured as well as Zim, and then X-Slayer comes and kills both of them along with someone else, and then again Shikibana comes and secures the kill. So great stuff coming out from both teams. We can see that X-Slayer is utilizing the uh, roll of smoke really well, because they were denying it for so long, and but Quaz managed to break through and take some
Attackers need to
frags.
locate
That
and
was the
defuse bombs.
that was the breaking that was the turning point of the match, because if Quasi weren't if Quasi didn't uh, rush at that point and take those initial how to say those initial frags, they might not have won that round. So great stuff coming from Team Area 69 Quasi, and we can see that they are using somewhat of a same team play,
10 seconds
but
left.
instead of Danu, I think Melo is going to play
5 seconds
Doc.
to insertion.
So we can see it's the same case with both teams, isn't it?
Attackers need to
They're
locate
just
and defuse the
swapping
bomb.
they're just swapping the roles themselves, and sometimes it's the same operators but with different players. So only sometimes, not all the time. So we can see a bit of pre-firing game going on between the two players, but there are three players going on, and
Attackers
onto
dropped
the
the
droning
diffuser.
phase. Uh, now, interesting thing about
Attackers recovered the
Sage
diffuser.
in this pro team is they would use, how to say, they would in they wouldn't drone sometimes during, they would just only send one drone during the drone phase, because they want to save the drones as much as possible, because having drones is crucial in this level of play, because if you don't have intel, it's really hard to play just with your sounds. And Ruxan trying
Attackers
to
have
go
located a bomb.
for a bit
Defenders
of
left
a,
the
how to
area of
say, a bit of
operation.
a unusual shaky play, trying to get some kills while peeking.
Defender has left the designated staging
I think he
area.
saw the player but didn't manage to get it. Oh, and oh, trying to get the kill, and actually managed to get Quasi. It was nice stuff coming out from Raksan. Great kill at that range. That was awesome. Nice tap firing coming out from Jaeger, and we can see, oh, that was almost a kill for Chikibana, but didn't manage to get it. And they're in a bit of a problematic situation here. And Echuriko managing to get the refrag of Raksan, and you can see there's still X-Ray is maintaining that particular how to say, that particular ooh, I can't see. It was almost there. Other thing is we can see it but they can't, right? There's that. And yeah, now there was we can see a lot of shots, a lot of timings, the heads get the amount of heads that it's saved just because of the timing,
Bomb
it's just
located by
unbelievable.
attackers.
And Mello actually manages to get Zim, and it's a nice place, the nice placement there, right there. You can see Salmaka managing to get the plant as well as, oh, and Mello gets managed to get the double kill, and oh, Team Mwaha gets the initial defensive round. Now Team Mwaha is up to speed. Now they know that they have to play a little bit harder than usual. So now they are just going on for that particular play, that aggressive play that they always have been playing. Raksan going for the spawn picks, not the spawn picks, but going out from unusual spots and trying to get the kills and stuff, and also uh, these unusual peaks and whatnot, as well as the interesting C4s. Okay, so moving on, there not much to talk about the pick phase, because they're always they are most of the time they are just using when I say something, they just when I say that there's nothing to talk about this in this particular pick, they just pick something else. I don't know what's with it. Anyways, as we can see, Zim has moved on from Zofia to Jekyll, and Prodigy is using Castle instead of Bandit, because Castle is a really situational. He's situational, but in those situations itself, he's really strong, because he can
Attackers need
deny
to
an
locate
area
and defuse the
completely
bomb.
during in the last minutes of a match, in the last second or the last moment of the match. A castle wall, a castle barricade can change the course, to change the pace of the match, because you need a breach charge or a way of breaching for it, and otherwise you'd have to melee it 11 times or so. So that problem is there. So we can see that the X-Ray is again going on. Is he going on for an unusual spot? Oh yeah, just reinforcing, I think. So
5 seconds to go.
X-Ray was playing Buck really well, because
Attackers
yeah,
need to
Buck
locate
really
and
well, as
defuse the
well as
bomb.
this character Cole. So he might be a bit of a we can see that most of the time the rifle users, as in the people who are using AR, they would use AR more frequently. They would use someone like an operator with an ACOG like Doc or something, but not in this case. In this case, Xlay is using uh, smoke along with the shotgun. So that is something interesting. So he can use both box gun as well as smokes shotgun really perfectly. That's something great for a
Bomb located by attackers.
person like X-Ray and Salman Khan. I think it's because of the initial how to say, it's because of the initial because of the it might have been because of the kill that was taken from during the first round. And we can see it's a 2-3v4 situation because and a C4, almost C4 kill by Mellow, but didn't manage to get it because Zim and it actually managed to get the kill, and it's a 1v3 situation, but pretty doable for Dano. And but team Area69 managed to get the attack round. Okay, so it's a bit it's a bit oh my god, Quasi, oh my god, Jesus, I have never seen such flat plays in my whole life. for, for the okay, so moving on from the match, moving on from the potato aims, you can see that Melo is playing a warden. An interesting play. Not sure how they will play it. ඒක තමයි. මාත් බැලුවේ. Moving on to Mira and Zim was using Jackal again. But පේනවා මෙතන සිංහල කතා කරන්නත් අමතකුණා. අපිට බලන්න පුළුවන් මෙතන ජැකල් ගොඩක් Zim පොඩක් එක යූස් කරන වැඩි. And
Locate and defuse as many
අපිට
bombs as they
බලන්න
can.
පුළුවන් මේ මැප් එකේ දනු දිගට පොඩ්ඩක් එයාගේ මොසි ගේම් ප්ලේ එක පොඩ්ඩක් දිගට කරනවා. එතකොට රක්සන් එක්ස්ලේ උයි තාම දිගටම පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ ඊයක තමයි. And මේගොල්ලෝ ජිම් බෙඩ්රූම් වෙනසකට වගේ ප්ලේ කරනවා. මොකද සාමාන්‍යයෙන් එක රවුන්ඩ් එකක් පැරදුනා, ඒ කියන්නේ එක රවුන්ඩ් එකක් ගොඩක් ඩිෆෙන්ඩිව් රවුන්ඩ් එකක් පැරදුනාම එතරම් පික් කරන්න පොඩි කොන්ෆිඩන්ස් එකක් තියෙනවා. මොකද එතන පැරදුනා පොඩ්ඩක් පොඩ්ඩක් things you need to spice things up a little bit. So ඒ හින්දා
10 seconds to go.
අප්ම එක යන තාලෙට පොඩ්ඩක් පුරුදු වෙන්න ඕනේ. ඒ කියන්නේ ජිම් බෙඩ්රූම් කියන්නේ unusual choice එක තමයි, but ඒක හරියට ප්ලේ කරන්න, ඒ කියන්නේ ඒක attackers වලට unexpected වුණාම ඒගොල්ලොන්ගේ team play එකත් එක්ක හොඳට ගෙනියන්න පුළුවන්. and අපිට තව දෙයක් පේනවා. ඒගොල්ලෝ එතන reinforce කරන්නේ නැතුව එතන mute එකක් දාලා. එතකොට හදිස්සියවත් ඇෂ් එහෙම ඇෂ් ගොඩක් වෙලාට එහෙම බලද්දි කවුරුත් හිතන්නේ නැහැ එතන mute එකක් දාලා එතන reinforce කරන්නේ නැති වෙයි කියලා. එතන එතන ඇෂ් එතන charge එකක් ගියොත් ඇෂ්ගේ charge එක waste වෙනවා. so ඒක එහෙම ඒගොල්ලෝ හිතලාද දන්නේ නැහැ කරේ. මම හිතුවා නෑ ඒගොල්ලෝ එතන කඩලා ඉවරලා එතන වෙනම ටීම් එකක් එතන යන්න හදන්නේ. අපිට බලන් ඉන්න පුළුවන් මේක ඩිෆෙන්ඩින් සයිඩ් එකේ ගොඩක් ඒගොල්ලෝ එක එක ඉන්ටරෙස්ටිං ස්ට්‍රැට්ස් තියෙනවා. මේ වගේ දැන් බෙඩ්රූම් වල මම මෙහෙම එතන වෝල් එක කඩලා ගහන මම කලින් දැකලා නැහැ. එච්චර. and again දනු පොඩ්ඩක් අර එළියට ගිහිල්ලා පොඩ්ඩක් බලන්න වගේ කවුරු හරි ඉන්නවද කියලා පීක් එකක් දීලා ඔලුවක් මේ ගන්න වගේ ප්ලෑන් එක තමයි එයා යන්නේ. and මෙතන මිරර් වෝල් එකක් දාලා තියෙනවා. හොඳ මිරර් වෝල් ප්ලේස්මන්ට් එකක් දාලා තියෙනවා. එතන හැච් එකෙන් පයින් කට්ටිය potentially eliminate කරවන්න. and මම හිතන්නේ හිබා නව use කරන් තමයි ඒගොල්ලෝ plan කරන් ඉන්නේ එතන එකේ, but just in case පොඩ්ඩක් කෝකරත් කියලා claymores එකම use කරලා තියෙනවා. and the score is still 5-4 and Shikibana managed to get a nade against X-Layer.
Bomb located by attackers.
It's like a grenade versus grenade kind of thing, because X-Layer is good at grenades too. Because I remember him using sledge and getting a kill, and Quasi manages to get Quasi manages to get Roxanne, and the team comp is now 2-0. Oh, missed it, but got the kill and managed to equalize the round. Danu actually managed to equalize the round, but it's a bit of an unusual play now. They're going for the plant. We'll see how it goes. Did they stop the round? Okay, they did continue with the plant. So now it's a bit tricky for, how to say, it's tricky for Mira. They're just careful, careful. All right. So and attackers managed to get the round. Great stuff coming from both teams. Danu at first area, he actually managed to get that kill. That was an awesome, how to say, that was an awesome uh, flag coming out from him. Yeah, if he did actually manage to get that other kill too, as in the along with I think he took Quaz, right? Can't remember. Along with Quaz, C or someone else, that would have been great because Danu at that point had the potential to wipe out the whole team because they weren't expecting it, and he had a nice murder hole. But so others, the attackers managed to get him before he could have potential done much more damage as they have thought. So moving on, it might be the match point for team Victrix. We can see that the score is
Defenders, protect your
6v4,
bombs from being
but
wiped out.
unlike they're really now team 69, they have thought that this might not be the time to play around. We should play this in a more careful manner. We'd have to be careful, and we'd have to execute our strategies properly and stuff. So because of that, they're playing in a very very interesting way, as well as they're using those six picks as well as other
10 seconds
the
remaining.
utilization such as grenades. There was the first time I saw
5 seconds
the
remaining.
team Victrix using a nade. That was from
Attackers
Chikibana,
must locate
and
and
so
defuse the
now
bomb.
they are somewhat up to the particular level, and I think that Melo is trying to go for is that a spawn pick? No, no, right? Yeah, I'm not sure what it. Yeah. So, anyways, and done, and a trade comes from both teams. Janu and Quasi manages to take each other, and Salmanka manages to get. Yeah, Salmanka. I think he's planning on taking the diffuser, and they're just watching out for Raksan because Raksan at that time. Raksan at that time did exceptionally well, and because of that particular headshot, I think he denied that denied that play really well. So they were just double checking whether Roxanne to check whether Roxanne was still there. So anyways, nice stuff coming out from both teams, and you can see the match is at 2 minutes now, almost 2 minutes now. Uh, the Prodigy, is it? I didn't see who was roaming there. Yeah, Roxanne doing a little bit of roaming work, almost going for the kill. And yeah, now even though they have reached this part, they are not still doing well. This part.
A bomb has been located.
And H managed to get X-ray, and Melo manages to get Chikbana. The refrag, the amount of refrags we can see, that those are really good. And you can see Salamanca going on, trying to get Doc saves, and Doc overheals himself and tries to. He might try to peek, and Salamanca got a bit of a damage there. I think he got himself a little bit of a kill. Oh, almost managed, almost the headshot, but you have to be careful. Whoa, and that was a bit of a initial play, and Melo managed to get a double kill. And as Jock, he's doing really well, and Melo gets a triple kill. And will he be able to get the fourth kill? A great round by Melo. Managed to get a 4K on Team Victrix, and great stuff coming out from Team Mwaha. It seems that they haven't given up. So we can see it's really interesting to see them play, and we'll see how this round goes. And moving on, they're planning on playing Church Arsenal, and we can see that at the same Chikbana is still playing Maverick, so I think he will continue to play Maverick during the other rounds too, if there are any. And so we can Danu is still playing Mozzie, and we can see somewhat of a same comp is going on between all the players. They can same කියන්නේ එකම ටීම් එකේ එකම ඔපරේටර්ස් වල තමයි මික්ස් වෙලා
Attackers
use
need to
වෙන්නේ.
locate and
ඉතින්
defuse bombs.
බලමු මේක ටීම් Area 69 එකට ලාස්ට් මැච් එක වෙයිද නැත්නම් ටීම් මොහා එකට තව මැච් එකක් ගහන්න වෙයිද කියලා අපි බලමු. මේ රවුන්ඩ් එක ටීම් මොහා දින්නොත් අපි ඕවර් ටයිම් යනවා. ඕවර් ටයිම් ගියොත් ඊපස්සේ මම හිතන්නේ 8 win එකෙන් තමයි තීරණය වෙන්නේ කවුද දිනන්නේ කියලා. ඒ කියන්නේ you need to get 2 wins. එතකොට තමයි ඒක confirm වෙන්නේ. මේගොල්ලොන් එක්ස්ලේලා ඩිෆෙන්ඩ් කරන්නේ නිකන් ලාස්ට් මෝමන්ට් වගේ එයා මොක්කොම
10
අර
seconds to go.
මේ මොක්කොම දාලා ඉවරලා එයාගේ ඩිෆෙන්සස් ඔක්කොම දාලා ඉවරලා වෙන්න තියා එතෙන්ට එන්නේ
5
සමහර
seconds
විට
left.
that might be the case. බලමු අපි කොතනද මේ යන්නේ කියලා.
Attackers' objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Okay, as we can see ඒක කිල් එක අරගෙන ආයෙත් ඩ්‍රෝන් එකෙන් ඩ්‍රෝන් කරලා තමයි යනකොට ප්ලේ එක දෙන්න ආන් චීක බාන ගන්නවා දනුව. ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ ඩ්‍රෝන් ගේම් එක ටිකක් හොඳයි කියලා මට හිතෙනවා. මොකද ඒගොල්ලෝ ඉන්නනේ ඩ්‍රෝන් රෝම කෙනෙක් අහුවෙච්ච ගම ඒ කියන්නේ ඩ්‍රෝන් එක ගිහලා යාව කන්ස්ටන්ට්ලි පින් කර කර ඒගොල්ලන්ට ඔෆෙන්සිව් එකකින් යනවා. ඒගොල්ලෝ ඩ්‍රෝන් එක හොන්ට යූස් කරනවා. අපි ඒක ටිකක් ඒගොල්ලෝ ඩ්‍රෝන් එකෙන් ගොඩක් රිලයි වෙනවා කියලා පේනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ ඩ්‍රෝන් එකක් කැඩුනහම ඒගොල්ලන්ට මම හිතන්නේ පොඩක් ටීම් චුට්ටක් අමාරු ඇති. කියන්නේ ප්ලේ කරන්න ටිකක් අමාරු වෙනවා. මොකද ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ ඩ්‍රෝන් ඩිපෙන්ඩන්ස් එක ගොඩක් ලොකුවටම තියෙනවා. and අපිට බලන්න පුළුවන් Zim බලනවා එයාගේ වයිස් එක දාලා ඉවරලා එයා ෆුට් ස්ටෙප්ස් තියනවාද කියලා. and Hibana sorry Hibana ඕනේ නැහැ මේ මෙතෙන්ට. මේ හිබාන නෙමෙයි චීකිබාන එතන කරලා හොඳ නේට් එකක් දාන. ඕ එතන දැම්ම නම් නේට් එක යනවා. It was almost good stuff coming up from ඔන්න මෙන්න එකට ගියා H මෙලොව ගන්නවා now දැන් ඒක 5v3 situation එක. ඒත් අපිට හරියටම කියන්න බෑ මොකද අන්තිම මොහොතේ ටීම් මොහයකට පුළුවන් ඒක සැරේම ෆ්‍රැග්ස් දෙක තුනක් සඩන් ෆ්‍රැග්ස් දෙකක් තුනක් දාලා ඉවරලා ඒගොල්ලෝ එක සැරේම කිල්ස් ටික ගන්නවා. ඒ හින්දා ඒක ඒගොල්ලෝගේ ප්ලේස් මාර අන්එක්ස්පෙක්ටඩ්. ඒ කියන්නේ ඒ හින්දා අපිට හරියටම කියන්න බෑ මේක තාම කවුරුත් දිනයිද කියලා. ඒගොල්ලෝ මොන කරන්න පුළුවන්. and එක්ස්ලේ හොඳ ඇන්ගල් එකක් අල්ලන් ඉන්නවා. ඔව් බත් නේට් එකක් දාලා එයා බේරෙනවා. එයාට මෙතන ගන්න පුළුවන් වේද කිල් එකක්. එයාට මෙතන ක්වාසිව ගන්න පුළුවන් වේද? එයා කොහොමද කියලා ඒ පැත්තට දාන එතන කවුරුත් නැහැ. ෂොට් ගන්න එකට මාරු වෙලා ඉන්නේ. and අපි බලමු එයා මෙතන කිල් එකක් ගන්න පුළුවන් වේද? as you can see චීක බන පොඩ මෙතන හිර වෙච්ච සිටුේෂන් එක වගේ ඉන්නේ. කොහොමද දන්නේ මෙතන මේක කොහොම වේද කියලා ෂුවර් නැහැ. and quasi ගන්නවා රක්ෂාන මේ වෙලාවේදී ඊට පස්සේ එයා විතර කැම් එක ගත්තේ නැහැ. මොකද එක්ස්ලේ දැක්කනේ මම කලින් කිව්වා වගේ ඒගොල්ලෝ අර ලාස්ට් මොමන්ට් ගොඩක් ලස්සන කිල්ස් ගන්නවා. ලාස්ට් මොමන්ට් ඒගොල්ලෝ කිල්ස් අරගෙන මේක කරනවා. දැන් ඒක 3-1 සිටුේෂන් එකක්. ඒගොල්ලෝ ප්ලාන්ට් එක කරනවා. ඊට පස්සේ but team Area 69 අන්තිම කිල් එක අරගෙන ඒගොල්ලෝ මේ මැච් එක secure කරගන්නවා. ඉතින් අපේ third match එකට යන්න වෙනවා. අපේ finalists වලට යන්නේ කවුද කියලා. Okay, yes, we'll be right back in a bit. So see you guys in a bit. We'll be back soon. Hi guys, we'll be back in a few because it's the third match and we are stopping the stream for now, and we will be back in a few minutes in order to move on with the last round of the match between Team Victrix, Area 69, Team Area 69 by Team Victrix, and Team Mwaha by Maximum Esports. Stay tuned.